Hello everyone, this is Daga, and today we're tackling the Memories of That Day quest once again, but this time with proper equipment, and I decided to hunt every single monster on the map for this one, so we hunt 5 monsters rather than just 3. We'll start out going after Erzuros, who's not a quest target, but if we want to kill all of them, then we gotta prioritize the ones that are not targets, right? Taking up this route, buffing up, yada yada, the usual opening stuff. Here I picked up this wire bug. Sometimes I don't pick it up because Raffian usually spawns by this area too, so I'd have the bug for her, but I picked up her Zeros. Not a huge issue. Open with the discharge here. This stagger's pretty much guaranteed, and if you're lucky with the paralysis procs, you can also get a paralysis right at the start. I didn't get that lucky, but I got lucky enough, right? Didn't get the paralysis at the start, but here's good enough. We can combo his butt. This is easier to hit than his head, and it's also weak spot, so that's fairly nice. Keep comboing, he goes into rage mode, and we can ZSD his butt just as he enrages. Got the trip there, Soaring Armor Blade back in, combo bed. Since Arzuros is not a quest target, a single Soaring Armor Blade is enough to ride it. I didn't want to sharpen anyway, like honestly it's just on Erzuros. Since Great Izuchi is at area 3, it'll go to area 6 by the time we kill Erzuros. So I'll ride it to area 8, so I don't have to walk as much later. Just a single wall bang, not a lot of damage from those, and we get a paralysis here. So if it did multiple wall bangs and it got knocked down, the paralysis would be the knockdown anyway. So yeah, just a single bang was nice, and we can go Unga Bunga his butt once again. Finish with another ZSD here, so you can keep pumping damage even while it attacks. Got hit there, whoopsie, but okay, we'll live. Get out of the butt slam's way and attack a bit more. Now you see why I never did an Apex Erzuros run. I actually struggle a bit with the bear. Going to do multiple call-off swipes so we can run away and prepare Soaring Armor Blade. And just keep attacking, it's nearly dying, so this should be over rather soon. Sidestep and go back. Final paralysis. Here I fucked up a bit. I hoped I'd hit his head, but you can see I'm mostly hitting the arms, which are not a really good hit zone. So maybe repositioning to go for the butt right at the start would have been better. Here I improvised with a ZSD to latch on the butt, and it's dead. But yeah, that ending could have been a bit better. Erzuros actually has a lot of HP on this quest. I think it's at a similar HP to the Mizutsuni and Magnum Aloe, so that's fairly interesting. Great Izuchi is here by area 6, as I said before. It has a lot less HP, so this one will be much faster. We sharpen and get polish, and let's just go Bunga Bunga. It's just a great Izuchi, so for the start we can literally just Bunga Bunga on his face, between the flinches and the paralysis proc that will happen any second now. There it is. I can just keep attacking, like non-stop. Get the morphs on the head, kinda. First hit, the second hit not really, so I use the Sweet Charger to both refill my gauge and reposition to the tail, which is a weak spot. Mizutsune is spawning in this area, but then it just gets away to area 11. I have no idea why it did that, but that's actually nice. If the two monsters start fighting each other here, it gets fairly nasty. So that was pretty nice of Mizutsune, I guess. We can just fast travel there later. Yeah, just keep attacking Zuchi, Sweet Charger to reposition and refuel gauge. Going just Unga Bunga. And here you use the similar structure to Erzuros. You can just get away from its attack and prepare Soaring Armor Blade here. And his dad. We didn't use the Butterflame here, so you can pick it up and then go for Mizutsune. Oh yeah, just dashing to Mizutsune, reapplying buffs. This is kinda like a usual Mizutsune hunt opener, except we're 5 minutes in. And you have amped, so that'll be fairly different, actually. It's doing that looking around animation. Since it spotted us, it will do that again. And you can ZSD his face right at the start, which is very interesting because it's a guaranteed head break. So yeah, I got the head break and trip right at the start, and we get paralysis soon, and we get loads of damage before Mizutsu even moves, the poor thing. No paralysis. Oh yeah, the paralysis just after the rage, which was fairly interesting. You can refute the amped gauge here. And I'm running earplugs too, that's why I didn't get stunned by the rower. That wasn't an iframe, like, at all. Get head break just as it breaks free from their paralysis, which is very, very nice. Loads of downtime for Mizu here. I finished the ZSD here because it already has the bubbles, and when you get the bubble break trip, just like that, it slides very far away. So if the ZSD, I'm attached to the monster, no problem with getting far away. Backstab allows to dodge here, the double slash, and then another ZSD, so when Mizu moves all over the place, we're still pumping damage. Got the second paralysis here, really nice. Use Sweet Charger to refute the gauge, was out of gauge, went way out of position, so Sweet Charger backhand, gets full gauge, so that's nice. Another ZSD, so we can keep pumping damage. But it's out of Firebug, so no Star Iron Blade there, too bad. Dodge this, Mizu is almost dead already. Actually has very little HP, and between the paralysis, head breaks, and bubble breaks, we got a ton of downtime. So it's fairly easy. It's probably the easiest monster in the class. Okay, not really, that's Izuchi, but Izuchi is surely easier than Urzuru's in this class. Which is fairly humiliating. Fast travel here allows me to get to Raffian a bit faster. Magnum Hollow is closer, but if you kill Magnum Hollow, the quest ends. So I have to go after Raffian if I want to kill them all. So just rebuffing, refilling my HP. I used the wire bug for Zuru, so I can't pick it up for Raffian. That's too bad, but okay, I think I will survive this. Engage. Unfortunate paralysis on the Bombaji there, so I lost a tiny bit of damage, but okay, got the discharge, dodge that. Almost amped and built up a ton of paralysis on her as well. Shut up, Raffian. Drop her down with the paralysis proc there, so it can do a ton of damage. Very, very nice. Use the Fade Slash there to reposition and keep pumping damage on her head. Very, very nice. Raffian's actually the monster with the most HP on this class, so that's interesting. Here, go for the ZSD in her face, because she usually follows up the triple fireball with the tail flip. We take damage for the tail flip on her head because Rise, but at least we also deal damage to her, so that's interesting. Since she's not a target monster, a single sword in her blade gets her rideable, and then you can just resharpen and then ride her. Raffian tends to change area very fast on the Shrine Ruins too, so I'll just ride her to a different area, and that way she won't be as eager to change areas. Single all bang is enough, you can just see her face as she attempts to fly up. And flinched her before she could try flying, which is too bad, didn't get the dunk, but okay, we got damage. And got a paralysis just before she could try to fly again, so Sweet Charger to reposition to her head and refuel gauge. Very optimal use there, right? Then get amped again and keep attacking her face. ZSD here, because she might with tail flip or a triple charge, and then you can just keep pumping damage regardless. Got a very nice dunk for the discharge. That's the nice part of ZSD in her face while she tail flips. We take damage, but we got a dunk. Pleasure on too little HP here, so I Sweet Charge away and use a max potion. Earplugs allows me to fire through her rower, so that was nice. And can go back to the usual hunting her part. Sniper head here and got lucky with the dunk, so that's nice. Got unlucky with the boof angle, but we can just wirefall back in and then just kill Raffian. Oopsie, sorry for the spoiler, said that a second or two too soon. Pick up this Firebug, let's pick up the Butterflame there, and go for our final target, Magnum Aloe. Mango Booster ran out just now, so we're at the 10-minute mark. And that's a nice pace in my experience to have already killed Raffian by this point. I usually get that notification when the blue icon comes up for her. That's Mango Melon. The ZSD here is kinda YOLO. If it did those bite grabbing attacks, it would hit me. But I decided to just trust my instincts. Get the paralysis very early on, which is really nice. You can get a lot of damage on the Hellfire phase. And it will break the Hellfire, yeah. As soon as it breaks through to the paralysis. You get a Hellfire stagger, it always goes into this move to get Hellfire in the back. So you prepare the Soaring Blade to hit the back there. Should be getting the first Hellfire topple soon. There it is. And so we can go Unga Bug on his face. And finish with the ZSD, which I aimed badly, ended up on the forelegs rather than the face, but okay, that makes damage. Can Soaring Blade him from there, but at least that reduces the end lag. So that's nice. Not a lot of damage I can do here, so I heal up in case I need HP to ZSD, like YOLO. Sweet Charger, just like on Raffian, to get to the face and refuel gauge. So 2-in-1 usage, very nice. Sweet Chargers through this, and then we can attack his face once again. Dodge away from that, evade extender saving the day. And close back in and attack the face just a tiny bit. Got the Hellfire stagger, so it should get Hellfire in the back here, just like that. We can switch Soaring Blade and try to hit the back. But the back hit zone's pretty weird. I'm never sure if I actually hit it or not. Okay, we can Soaring Blade through this as well. Your Plugs helps a ton here, so I don't have to worry about the growers. I thought Soaring Blade would detonate before I got hit. I was wrong. But okay, we can do this. Resharpen. I use a Sweet Charger here to get rid of the Hellfire, because otherwise I might get the explosion just after the ride, which would be pretty bad. But I thought it was better to just get rid of it. And then let's go for the multiple wall bangs here. I like Magnum Aloe staying down a bit. I can drop down close to his face and go for a ZSD here. I thought I'd get the face stagger right here, right now. Maybe dunk him during that, but it didn't happen. But at least we got this cool Soaring Blade, right? So that was worth it. Keep attacking, be very careful, my HP is fairly low here. And we get the third paralysis, so here I'm sure Magnum Aloe will die paralyzed, but then it blows up, so I'm sure it will die toppled instead. And there it is, it's actually dead. 13 minutes and 12 seconds, maybe sub 13 with all monsters is possible, but that's way too many spawns to juggle around. I'm very glad with this time. It's faster than my kinda demo run, hunting just these 3 monsters, right? There's my armor set. I'm running Earplugs 2 here, which I think is very, very useful with this many monsters roaring. Even if Izuchi and Arzurus don't roar, that still leaves 3 monsters roaring around, and Earplugs helped on all of them. Got Power Prolonger 2 as well for the Paralysis File, and using the Juratodus maybe we can get Evade Extender 1 for 3. Which felt a bit weird at first. I usually don't use Evade Extender, but I felt like it helped a lot on this run. Like some of Magnum Aloe's attacks I could only dodge due to Evade Extender, so that was fairly nice. And Paralysis was great on this class, like got multiple Paralysis on every monster, and the Izuchi and the Arzurus are very weak to it as well. Early game monsters tend to be very weak to all statuses. So I felt like the Paralysis file did pretty great here. There's my Hemobra Man look too, so appreciate that. And as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. See ya! Bye bye!